All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm Channel 3 First Alert Meteorologist Tyler Hughes. It is my first morning filling in for Scott Haney. I have to say that the morning shift has been a lot of fun. Everyone has been amazing to me, which has been great. And the weather has been really nice, too. We had a gorgeous sunrise this morning, so I was able to share a lot of our iCam photos and photos that some viewers took as well. And so if you want to share photos and videos with us, remember, you can always do that in the free First Alert Weather app. You can also stream First Alert Weather Extra on the WFSB Plus app. You can get that for your Roku, your Fire TV stick, all those streaming devices as well. So happy to be here with you on this Thursday morning. All right, let's jump right into it, shall we? Let's get started with the forecast. And these are the headlines that we're tracking this morning. Today and tomorrow is trending cooler. And so temperatures today and tomorrow will be just a little bit cooler than they were the last couple of days. That comes with a chance for an isolated sprinkle in the afternoon both days, although we think that most folks will stay dry, just a very, very isolated sprinkle later on. The weekend is looking cooler as well. We're talking chilly nights and cool afternoons, but still a perfect fall forecast if you have any outdoor plans. Maybe you're going apple or pumpkin picking, going to a corn maze, anything like that. You should be good to go. And next week is trending a little bit cloudier, but keeping that cool trend with high temperatures in the lower 50s. So for us to tell you whether things are above or below average, I got to tell you what average is first, right? So here's today's almanac for the Hartford area. This is the Bradley almanac, so out at Bradley Airport. The normal high for today, 61 degrees. The normal low is about 40. Keep in mind, tomorrow, that normal low is going to drop to 60 for the first time this year, and it only goes down from here, folks. So with that in mind, the normal high for today around 61 degrees. High temperatures, look at this. Hartford about 60, Enfield 59. So we're running a degree or two below what we would normally be expecting on this day. 54 is the high for today. Salisbury, a bit cooler along the immediate south coast, so 60 for Bridgeport and New Haven. Again, an isolated sprinkle, and it will also be breezy later on today. Now, we only have an isolated sprinkle in the forecast today and tomorrow, but what if I told you that we really do need some of the rain? In fact, when we look at the precipitation so far this month and so far in meteorological fall, which starts on September 1st, we are well below average in terms of rainfall. In Hartford, we're close to 2 inches below average, and in Bridgeport, we're actually over 2 inches below average. Notice the year tells a much different story, though. Hartford, we're actually a bit above average for the year to date, whereas Bridgeport, we're well below average in terms of rainfall so far. Now, this is a similar almanac just for the Hartford area, but you can see that we've gotten close to 40 inches of rain so far this year, but since September 1st, it's only close to about 6 inches as well. And so you see, rain chances, it's only that isolated sprinkle as you head into later on this afternoon. So they're very, very unlikely, and the vast majority of us will stay dry. The culprit for that isolated sprinkle is this upper level low up to our north. And so we know that winds spin counterclockwise around an area of low pressure. You can kind of see that there with the wind arrows. And so what this low does is it wraps up some clouds and some rain showers along with it. And so those rain showers are most widespread over parts of upstate New York and Pennsylvania, but there's a few of those showers you notice that creep in to southern New England both this afternoon and tomorrow afternoon as well. Let's step you through the timeline here on Futurecast. Notice 4 or 5 o'clock, clouds will be increasing as the clouds get wrapped up in that swirl. And notice just a few of those pop-up showers later on today as well. Overnight tonight, we clear out once again. Tomorrow, a bright start, lots of sunshine around. And then we rinse and repeat once again. The clouds increase, and we get another chance of a spotty sprinkle here or there tomorrow afternoon. And I think there may be more sprinkles and showers tomorrow afternoon than there will be this afternoon. But look at this too. Rain chances, they stay low besides those sprinkle chances all the way through the rest of the 7-day forecast. And so the drought monitor updates every Thursday. So we'll get a new update today. This is last week's drought monitor showing you that pretty much all of Connecticut, aside from a little sliver there in eastern Connecticut, is abnormally dry. And parts of Connecticut along the immediate south coast, New Haven, Chester, New London, you folks are in a moderate drought status right now. We'll see if any of this changes. I have a feeling it will hold steady over at least this week's update. The good news is pollen counts remain low, so you folks with allergies should be having no problems over the next couple of days and heading into the weekend. Like I said, today could be gusty at times, 20 to 25 miles an hour, not out of the question, especially along the shoreline. That's where those wind gusts will be the most pronounced. So just keep that in mind as you go ahead and plan your day. Wind gusts inland will be a little bit lower, anywhere from 15 to 20 miles per hour, but still will be noticeable. That means if you have any raking to do, maybe your lawn is full of leaves this time of year. I know I've seen lots of leaves on grass around town. Today, maybe not the best day to do it. It's one of those days where it might kind of blow back in your face a little bit. But tomorrow, the winds die down. And so that would be my pick if you have to do any raking. And certainly this weekend, you should be good to go. Hey, speaking of the leaves, by the way, let's take a look at the foliage report right now. We are approaching peak in both the northwestern and northeastern hills of Connecticut. South coast and the interior still have a little bit of time to go until you hit peak. But when you zoom out, you see parts of northern New England are already past peak, and we will be approaching peak here within the next 7 days. So very interesting to see. Again, I love all the viewer photos that you guys send in. So keep on sending those to us in the First Alert weather app. All right, here's the forecast for tomorrow, your Friday. Again, starts off with a little bit more sunshine, and then you notice later on in the afternoon, the clouds begin to fill in a little bit. High temperatures, maybe a degree or two cooler than they were today. And again, that shower and sprinkle chance exists. Same thing along the shoreline tomorrow. High temperatures headed for the upper 50s with clouds increasing later on in the day. The weekend forecast is looking really nice, all things considered. Again, if you have any outdoor plans, you are good to go. If you don't have any outdoor plans, maybe this is one of the forecasts that you look at and go, maybe I should make some outdoor plans, right? High temperatures will be in the upper 50s, so a bit below average for this time of year. But other than that, you should be good to go. Lots of sunshine and blue skies around. Now let's talk tropics a little bit because we have some action in the tropics. If you've been paying attention, you know that we have the 13th named storm of the season. We're coming down from the climatological peak of hurricane season in mid-September. But remember, hurricane season still runs until the end of November, and there can still be action until then. So we're on Melissa right now. That is the 13th named storm of the season so far. Officially became a tropical storm, a named storm on Tuesday. Melissa is still a tropical storm at the moment with wind of 50 miles an hour, but it's moving northwest very, very slowly, only at about 5 miles an hour. And so as this storm continues to grow and develop in the Caribbean Sea, which as we know has very warm surface temperatures this time of year, sea surface temperatures, that helps to strengthen Melissa as well. And so look at the track over the next week or so. It doesn't move much, but by Tuesday, we're looking at Melissa strengthening into a Category 4 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 130 miles an hour. So that is a major hurricane, very close to Jamaica, as you can see there, although the cone of uncertainty remains quite large. So we will continue to monitor this over the next week or so. No imminent threat, at least to the U.S., within the next week with Melissa. The tropics, as you know, can still heat up through the through the end of November is hurricane season. All right, want to take you beyond the 7-day forecast before we show you the 7-day forecast, show you the 8 to 14-day outlook. This is put out by the Climate Prediction Center. Some good news because as I showed you earlier on in First Alert Weather Extra, we are in a rain deficit, at least for the season, in both Hartford and Bridgeport. And so it's looking like it could be slightly wetter than average in the week 2 period, and it's looking like temperatures could be slightly above average in the week 2 period, at least according to the Climate Prediction Center. So we'll keep a close eye on that. Here's the 7-day forecast showing you, look at those temperatures dropping off as you head into the beginning of next week. We're looking at highs in the low 50s. And again, mostly dry. We are watching the possibility of a disturbance middle to late part of next week. Things are a bit uncertain at the moment, but we'll keep you updated certainly from the First Alert Weather Team. That's this morning's edition of First Alert Weather Extra. I'm Channel 3 First Alert meteorologist Tyler Hughes, and I hope you have a great day.